You ever been on a plane? Anyone? Has anyone ever been on a plane? Because I have. And you want to know the reaction that I had when I went on a plane? Well, it's certainly not this.
Trying to feed a I'm sick and tired of his going up against Abbott and DeSantis and then saying to the flight attendants, you know what, show some respect for the flight attendants. Maybe some of the flight attendants ought to show some respect to us. Okay, if you're trying to feed a 2-year-old yogurt without the mask on and they decide to throw the mother off, I mean, I could go on and on about the absurdity of people who don't have power, who are suddenly engaged and have power, then they abuse it.
What about
this guy doesn't impress
What
me.
about when he says the virus transcends borders?
Oh, I love that. That one.
That was
and
awesome.
by the way,
Wide open border.
Oh, by the way,
And then like Jesse Waters is like, oh, but remember, he said the virus goes across the board. How do you think we got, like, isn't that the same guy who was like, ban China? We're gonna ban China. That's right, folks. Ban China. That's right. We're gonna ban China because they gave us the Wuhan flu. So we're gonna ban China. Now all of a sudden, the virus going across borders is like, that's bizarre to me. But either way, so let's go back to the flight attendant. The flight attendant should show respect to you? Why? You're a loser. Like, here's the thing. When you're on a plane, you are temporarily relinquishing your life to everyone around you. Like that's the thing. Like, it's not like that on a car, in a train. If you survive a train crash or a car crash, you can escape. Right? Unless you're bringing a parachute, when you are on that plane, that you are like literally relinquishing your entire life up to the rest of them. Like, you know, remember when there was that plane that had like hijackers on it or some shit that happened, I don't know, a couple decades ago. And then there are people on the plane and they fought back. And they unhijacked the plane or something, right? That was pretty cool, right? When you're on a plane, you have to look out for one another, right? Like, I'm just saying, like this is your family. Like, if you are in a situation where the plane is crashing, everyone around you, those are the last people you see in your life. There is no, well, if I jump out at the right time and then do a duck and roll, I'll make it out. No, you're not making it out. You're dead. Right? So the idea, every time you get on a plane, you need to understand that everyone else on this plane, you are in the same boat, motherfucker. You are like, there is no chance they're getting out. There's no chance. Right? And so when we have an airborne disease, a virus, right, that goes from person to person to person to person, and you're in a small enclosed, like, no, the windows aren't open. You can't open the window and get some fresh air. Like, I mean, like, it's just not, like, it's not gonna happen. Like, it's just not gonna happen, right? And so the idea that, like, first of all, classes on planes, no. If you're flying, you don't deserve a first class, motherfucker. We can have, like, an extra 18 seats there, asshole. You know, but I'm so rich. No, you're not. You're a fucking loser. But anyway, like, the idea that being asked to wear a mask to protect other people it's so simple to me. Like, I mean, literally, it's the same shit. Like, put your mask on, like, when the oxygen flaps come down. I mean, that's just to make you feel good. You're gonna die either way. But, like, when they come down, you're supposed to put your mask on before you put everyone else's mask on. Why? Because that way you can help other people. That way it's an option. Right? But no, these motherfuckers are like, I'm going to take my mask off. I'm going to take my kid's mask off. I'm going to take that other random guy who I've never met before's mask off. And then I'm going to fucking puke all over the... Like, no one needs that. And the idea that, like, asking people to be nice to one another is so outlandish to this fucking dumb bitch is, like, it's incredible to me. Like, it's incredible. And then Jesse Waters at the end.
This guy doesn't impress me.
What about when he says the virus transcends borders?
Oh, I love that. That one.
That was
and
awesome.
by the way,
Wide open border.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, there's no punchline. Like, they're all laughing, but the joke isn't over.
Borders.
Oh, I love that.
That's like saying, knock, knock. Oh! Oh! Knock, knock. Oh! Oh! Like, what? Like, so, yeah, so a guy and a dog walk into a bar. Oh, Joe! Like, that's not the like, that's an incomplete joke. There's no joke there. Like, I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, oh, you want to hear a good joke? Oh! Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Borders.
Oh, this guy doesn't impress me.
What about when he says the virus transcends borders?
Oh, I love that. That one. And
awesome.
by the way,
Wide open border.
Like, he was even trying to deliver the punchline, but then he just, like, why bother? Like, I'm sorry. Like, hey, you want to hear a joke? Like, I'm just... It's astounding to me, like, that people watch this. I mean, it really is. I mean, fuck me. Holy shit, fuck.